Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first session of IndieX 2020 in the morning. We have a really cool game as our first game this Friday. It's Mainframe Defenders, one of our 40 finalists for this year's selection. It's a pleasure to have with me Mikhail Shchukin. I know, I think I missed your surname. Sorry. Mikhail,
No, that's fine.
welcome, and congratulations and thank you for submitting Mainframe Defenders to IndieX 2020. It was, like I told you, an easy finalist for us. It's a really complex and challenging game and creative game. And how was it to develop this game? Is this your first project? You're telling me this is your first major project, isn't it?
Thanks for having me. And yes, this was my first project. I've made a few prototypes before that, but none of them really went this far. Like, this was the completed game, actual game that I shipped.
And are you a one man show in this game?
Yeah, pretty much. I do have a friend who helps me with like trailer stuff and a bit of marketing stuff like that. But the coding and design was done by me. I have also like I can draw sprites. I'm horrible at it, so I've hired a guy to do also this kind of work, and I've bought music from like
Okay.
stock music.
Okay. And is this genre the kind of game you enjoy as a player? You developed the game you wanted to play, or it was
Uh,
a market decision going for this strategic challenging game.
no, this is absolutely a kind of game I personally enjoy. I've grown and played a lot of XCOM, like Heroes of Might and Magic, a lot of strategies in general, turn-based, real-time. So I really love the genre, and there is also influences from other games. Obviously, you can see the cogmind behind the aesthetics, sort of. You can see maybe card games, like in this mechanics of items.
And the game is already purchasable at Steam. Are you already working on a follow up project for Mainframe Defenders?
Well, I'm working on project, but this one is like break from the mainframe defenders. It's will be a turn-based game, most likely, but it would be a different one.
Okay. Are you still a one man show for your second game, or are you expanding old byte apps to more people?
For now, I'm still working alone, but I've got some money to actually hire people to draw animated sprites, and I will work on graphics this time a lot more, like on the visuals.
And I think it's a good time to put my hands on Mainframe Defenders and allow people to watch what it is about, the game that we enjoyed so much, and why it deserved perfectly deserved the spot on our 40 finalists among dozens and dozens of games. So here we go to Mainframe Defenders. What do you think, Mikhail?
Yeah,
Let's
that's
dive
good.
into you. You'll watch it with a small delay, as you know, but I hope it's not that harsh delay.
Uh,
I think I yeah, maybe I'll put the yeah.
I need a link.
Oh yeah, I think you have on your chat. If not, it's on facebook.com.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, are you there?
Uh, Wait a moment. I'll be there. But you may start. I can sort of deduce the beginning of the game, like the squad compositions and stuff like that.
Just want to check that. Want to check if the game is visible. No game?
No.
No game.
I'm trying to log into Facebook.
Just adding another source, night source, and it's
Almost there.
yeah, waiting for you on the meantime. Don't worry, because I need to do something here.
Oh. Actually, the link I have appears to be broken. Can you drop another one?
Yeah, oh. Yes, I can.
Oh, maybe that will work. Oh, I think it was for a mobile version. We should be fine.
Can you see it now?
Still
Hope so.
loading? Yeah, we're here.
I think I'm going to play the tutorial while for the people to see how the game works. So, why the old school aesthetics for the game? Was it a technical constraint, or was it a decision, an actual decision for?
Well, to be honest, it was money constraint.
Okay.
I don't have.
Hey, it's a perfectly sound reason. Although you could actually it could actually be an aesthetic decision, because there's this nostalgia with this kind of aesthetics that is working. People appealing to older players, like I believe me and you are part of this generation that played games like this. So yeah, it could be your own decision, but yeah, it's also a decision if you don't have if you have money constraints, you do what you can.
Yeah, this is kind of a bit of both. I really like synthwave, so
Yeah.
it was also kind of easy pick.
Did you ever go to a synthwave concert?
No, we don't have those around here.
I think it's the strangest concert I ever attended, because I went to a goth festival where the headline was the Perturbator. Do you know the guy that did the Hotline? Yeah. It was strange to go to a concert where the artist was, well, literally with a Mac on top of his table. He wasn't doing anything. He just pressed play, and we were like, yeah, but it was fun. It was fun either way. Okay, so this is my squad. I have a Paladin and Atlas. My squad contains 4 units. If these units are destroyed, your mission will fail. Yes. I need to destroy all enemy units. And I have, yeah. They will only activate 1 turn later. Matter will degrade in 5 turns. Okay.
But the tutorial is one of those things I would really should have done differently.
Why? Why do
I
you say
think
that?
Doesn't really explain the game well. It only explains the very basics, and I've heard some people had problems with that. I think I could have done a better job, but it's what it is. It was like an afterthought. It's like
Okay.
the game was already almost done, and I'm like, oh, I need a tutorial.
But don't you think that people that will buy Mainframe Defenders are already fans and already know enough of this genre for this kind of tutorial to be enough. Uh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think mostly yes, but you also want some new people
Yeah,
to come in.
yeah. And you feel
It needs to be friendly to new users.
it isn't open enough for people to. Oh, let me check something. Okay. I didn't go too forward in the game. How challenging does the game get till the end?
Oh,
Did you make it really hard or no?
that was my goal, to make it really hard, but I think if you use certain strategies, it becomes trivially easy. But
Yeah.
this is something that I'm going to fix in future updates. I want this game to be hard unless you like specifically pick easier difficulty.
Okay. Yeah, and that's true. The people that like this kind of games like to be challenged. If the game is a walk in a park, it doesn't fit the what you're supposed to do, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, but it's really. I understand what you're saying about the tutorial because maybe someone who's not used to this tactical strategy games. Well, I don't know if it's easy or not. For me, it's hard to evaluate because yeah, this is the kind of game I play. Even the Japanese kind of games like Final Fantasy Tactics and Ogre Tactics and all those Japanese approach to tactical strategy games or tactical RPGs, and this is perfectly understandable to me. But
I think,
I
for
don't know
example,
I don't know if it happened to you since you're used to it. Do you think the way that you developed the tutorial was something that you felt was pretty easy to understand because you're really into this kind of game? Do you think that's what happened?
well, I think that's what partially happened. I was also running a bit out of time, so I just slapped it together. So this is like almost exclusively my fault. But I'm also, well, biased. I played a lot of those games. I kind of can judge these things. But when I saw some initial streams, I saw like people from the tutorial didn't knew that you can like break walls. And
Oh, yeah.
actually said that.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Some things you just don't think about and pick up later. And like, what was I thinking?
Oh, I played this when you submitted the game for evaluation. I played a bit outside of the evaluation process because yeah, I like this kind of games. So it's those games you stop a bit, you do a level, and you turn the game off and you go do something else, go work or something. And I didn't know you can break the walls. Now I feel really bad on assuming this on live stream, but okay. Now we'll try it because yeah, that changes the pace of the game and the strategy completely.
Yeah, but I also like this moment when enemies show you
Yeah,
that you can break the wall. They kind of
that
just
surprise,
flood
like
in.
how did you do that? Can I do that too?
That's a funny moment.
Let me check. Oh, I just noticed. Let me read it. Oh, we have. Sorry, I had the chat off. I have one question. If the reboot animated series was an inspiration for this game, do you remember that series, that Canadian series with 3D from mid '90s?
we didn't had that there.
Oh, okay.
But after a while, I started watching a lot of like really like old tech videos. Some things that we didn't even have there, like Laserdisc, the original, like
What? Yeah.
vinyl videos.
You're talking about Russia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't have that there, but I've watched it and I was absolutely fascinated by those technologies.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was one of the inspirations
Do you know?
for
Do you
me to
know?
like really old tech.
A few years ago, I believe, if João on our chat doesn't allow me to lie, because I think it was 2014 when we went to Gamescom. My favorite game of all Gamescom was a Russian game called oh god, I forgot the name. It's an indie game where you're a boxer. It's a pixel art game where you're a boxer.
I think it's Mother Russia Bleeds.
No, not that one. It's like a strategy game, like a life simulator, and all the references are 80s references. And what they were telling me, uh, punch. It was published by Tiny Build, and the authors developed Graveyard Keeper afterwards. João, can you help me? What's the name of the game, please? I'm really. I didn't. I wake up 40 minutes ago, so my memory isn't working as it should. So, and what you just told me, it's what they explained why the game is so filled with 80s references, because they said after the USSR collapsed and the Russian Federation was created, you got all our Western references with a small delay, wasn't it? Like.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
completely true. Like a lot of VHS was like from 80s stuff we didn't have.
And it was an interesting point of view, because it was amazing to see how all those references got inspired so much that studio. Punch Club, thank you, Fred. Punch Club. It's do you know that game, Punch Club?
No, but
It's a really cool game. I believe I have an extra key. I afterwards I will search my keys document, and I will if I have one I will offer you. It would be a pleasure, because it's a cool strategy game, cool Russian strategy game, pixel art. It was my complete favorite game of entire Gamescom, even counting with AAAs, because the game is really fun. So here. Yeah. Here we are in another mission. Now I have to survive 3 turns, and matter will degrade in 7 turns. What was your idea behind the concept of matter? Why did you decide to not only have heat on the characters, but also give this new variable matter? Can you explain to us the concept?
You mean the one that you can collect on level?
Yeah.
Like this stuff? I've known when I playtested the game and gave it to some of my friends to playtest, I've noticed they like to just clump together in a tight corner and just defend the map here. So I want to have some incentive to go out and try at least to collect the matter.
But
I've also added some other stuff. For example, there were a mission type. I don't remember if I removed that, but it's at the end it spawned like fabricators that endlessly spewed units, and if you don't go after them, you will be flooded. That was another decision attempt to make player not get stuck in the corner. Oh, by the way, those are new repair gel thingy strategy tiles. Those are new, from recent patch.
Okay.
They heal you a bit.
They have
heal everyone.
Oh, even my enemies in
Yeah.
3 tiles range. Okay.
Yeah, but if you destroy those, they will apply a debuff.
Cool effect. Just reading. Yeah, on our chat, people were agreeing with me. People that buy this kind of stuff already know exactly what you're saying. Like if you say this works like this, even if you add a new mechanic, even if it's on a recent patch, people will easily understand what you're saying. Like this, it can be a healing mechanic or also a debuff mechanic. So I understand that it's cool to try to make a gateway game and appeal to new kinds of players. Looking at Mainframe Defenders, not being blunt at all, I think it's a great game for people used to the genre because it's complex, it's challenging. I don't know if it's the if it has that gateway possibility. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand, but I also want the game to be friendly enough. If
Yeah,
you take some time, you could just pick it up, try something new, you know.
But it's
Even if you're new to this genre.
yeah. And it's cool that you're still adding ideas to the game. Like, when did you decide to add this repairing gel / debuff?
This is pretty recent. I've looked again at some streamers who play the game. Those people are very useful. I can see the entire process,
Yeah,
decision making. I don't have any analytics yet built into the game, so I can't see the player's behavior. So streamers are exceptionally useful for me. So I watched some streamers and I saw some of them like this idea of tiles and expressed that they wished there were more tiles. So I've decided to make some new strategic tiles and change the way how they work a bit, you know. So you shoot tile, there is a different effect.
yeah.
So you can, for example, shoot at the cooler and instantly cool your squad for, I think, 14. I don't quite remember.
Repairs four hulls. Yeah.
So the idea, you can instantly get some other effect.
I wasn't prepared to how many enemies would appear on this stage. Okay, let's see if I can still recover.
Actually, it's better to get some upgrades before going on the mission.
Our upgrades here work permanently, doesn't it? Yeah.
And they kind of work like items. They sort of guaranteed items. I've played again a lot of during playtesting, and I found out that if you don't get the item in the item shop or in mission rewards, your build is kind of broken. You don't have reliability. So I gave a baseline to work with in form of these talents, upgrades. You may call it whatever.
We have permadeath on our units, or no? Or are you thinking of adding this kind of mechanics like XCOM allows it?
Well, I'm thinking about this for the next part, but this... You see, the problem with permadeath is I want player to be able to recover from permadeath. You know, it's not the end of the run if you lose one unit at least. You need to be able to recover. If you lose, for example, 2 or 3, there is maybe you're kind of done. But if you lose 1, you should be fine. And I didn't really find a way to implement this in Mainframe Defenders. So I've decided just you have to repair this unit and you lose a bit of matter. Again, like not every decision I make turns
final.
out to be good.
Or is final. But it's cool you're still willing to go forward and recheck the game and think, is this the best thing I can do, or is this a good decision?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is also a learning experience for me. It's like I want to be a game designer and I want to be a good one in the end, so I have to revisit my game, check stuff, change stuff. Something doesn't work, I will change this.
And
something new.
You are right when you say that it's a learning process, even from your side. The more you see people playing, the more probably you get some new ideas, or you fine-tune your own ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. Even like experienced game designers have to do this. You can see like Stellaris. I love the way they like remake the entire systems inside of the game. There's also were some ideas that didn't quite make it. People I remember requested boss fight, but like, I've already thought about that. I tried that, and that didn't really work before, because like, what is boss gonna act like? It ended up being inevitably a giant bullet sponge. And I didn't really like this. I wanted something.
You didn't like the. Do you think it wasn't challenging, or it was hard to balance strategic wise a boss fight on this kind of game?
It was boring. First of all.
Okay. Too many turns to actually be able to defeat it, is it?
It just doesn't do anything really, this boss.
Yeah.
Well, it can spawn units, or it can deal really huge damage. There is no strategy, whereas like one unit. And especially when I reworked internal damage, so it deals like percentage damage. Well, boss is like either will die easily or he will be immune to this kind of things. Again, this limits player squad performance, like what you can actually do with this boss, like how can you defeat it. And I wanted a lot of strategies to be viable.
I just lost, and I there's something I did on the first 6 turns, and I was distracted, of course, because we're talking.
Yeah.
Somehow, I was calculating my APs for the entire squad instead of each of them. I don't know why I was thinking in terms of a board game. Like, I have 3 APs, so I'm only gonna use 3 APs for the entire squad. So my first 5 turns, I didn't use all my characters, and it was a dumb thing to do. So let me just check before we. I think I didn't give too much attention to people who's watching. How the upgrades work. For example, if I go to my Atlas, which is our it's like the enemy of RoboCop, isn't it? That big robot, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of.
Yeah.
I wasn't the one who did this prize, but I saw a few references.
And I have like.
There.
Okay. I have 3 level 1 upgrades. They all cost differently. Are they cumulative? Like, can I have all level 1 upgrades, or I have to choose one and then I cannot choose the other ones?
No, you have to choose only one.
Only one, okay.
Tier.
Okay. But I guess I don't have enough. Where's my...
Yeah, you have to like do this during the game. This is just a preview.
Oh. Let me just try to do that. And
Yeah, it's better to have like a couple of upgrades or like an item that you can actually equip on one of your units, and then like only then you go to the mission. Again, the tutorial is terrible at explaining this very basic thing.
are you thinking of returning to the tutorial? Meanwhile, like adding one or two informations that you think might be missing?
I think for now I will add information, but like in future I would love to redo the whole thing. Like from the programming point of view, it's working horribly. I hated the way I've implemented it, but I didn't really have time.
Okay, now I'm showing the how the upgrades work. So I can go to my upgrades. I have 300 matter to spend, and I think I will add this plus 10 minimum damage to own weapons, and it's done. Okay. How does can you explain how this fabrication on the right side of the menu works? Like these are items that I can assign to my squad.
Yeah, those are items that you can create.
Okay.
That will go to your like squad item pool. But when you create an item, it doesn't really disappears from the fabricator. You can like go wild, create 5 of them.
Okay.
And you can lock items so they don't disappear between missions.
Oh yeah. Do you, because how did you develop this? Like you have this window only allows 6 items, or there you can add more when you progress in the game. If I for example, if I like this Horus missile, I can lock it, and I know that in the next mission I will be able to fabricate more of them. Is it?
Yeah. You can lock up to 2 items.
Okay.
Those are basically your protection from random. I've played this game again during playtesting, and it was a bit frustrating then when you had a cool item in the fabricator and you just couldn't afford it. Just 10 matter. You don't have 10 matter.
Yeah. This is some kind of yeah. It's a cool idea. It's deck building ish. Like you know it will scroll for the next mission, and you can save at least 2 to be able to fabricate it. It's kind of a deck approach. That's a cool idea. Okay,
Yeah,
so I don't know if people in our chat want to ask you something. We just have Gonçalo. Hello, Gonçalo. He just said hack the world. Looks like it, doesn't it? This is a perfect game for you, Gonçalo.
Some people think like this happens inside of a mainframe. This is like a virus. But really, once you beat the game, you unlock the plot of the game, like in form of emails. But I didn't really pay much attention to the plot. I thought people are gonna play the game. They don't really care about plot.
You're focusing more on the strategic side of the game. Like you imagine, if I put some dialogues, people will just skip it because they want to dive into the tactical map. Is it?
Yeah, mostly. I think for those who want a bit plot, this game have it, but it's very limited. But it's there.
And information, I think I haven't told everyone, it's the price. I think the game is actually, I will say cheap on the most positive way possible, because the game is really good, the content is awesome, and if you go now to Steam, it's on sale, and you can buy it for €4.09, which is, yeah, it's an awesome price. there's no
You
excuse
can
not to, if you like this genre, not to buy it, because yeah, €4.09, it's a catch.
you can also try the demo.
The demo, yeah,
I
yeah.
do have the demo, and it's like constantly patched to the last version. And you can watch some videos on YouTube, on Twitch. People play this game and see if you like it for yourself also. And there's oh, by the way, we've added Portuguese localization
Oh,
recent. Yeah.
okay, that was a cool investment. That's cool. That's
If someone wants to buy this game,
yeah, yeah.
give it a try.
It was released last February. February. How is did the pandemic help people dive into this kind of game? Did you notice an increase on sales with people on lockdown?
I don't really have the data to compare.
Okay,
Since this is my first game, I don't really know
okay,
what to compare it to.
okay. Um, yeah, people are saying totally worth the money, and it's true. I think it was you didn't for the European price tag on Steam. You on full price you didn't even reach the €10 psychological money barrier that people have. Um, yeah, it's a great game. Whoever likes tactical games have a pretty nice game on sale. Recent game. Um, you just watch me lose completely on a very easy level. Uh,
You
so
talk though well.
I hope you'll do better than me and you can focus. It's a really cool game. We know that we haven't got that many tactical strategy games. We have some from the indie market, and whoever likes the genre always has that itch to satisfy, and it's your opportunity. Mainframe Defenders is an awesome tactical strategy game. Um, does anyone has a last question for Mikhail before I let him rest because it's really late. I just noticed it's really late. I believe he must be on the eastern part of Russia. Maybe is it?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
not that late. It's
yeah.
like 10 p.m.
Just tell me, are you close
Old.
to Vladivostok?
Yeah, that's not far actually.
Yeah.
But we live on the island
Okay.
near Vladivostok.
Okay. I have one or two friends that would like to do the Trans-Siberian. That's why I Vladivostok is always that reference that everybody has. Oh, Gonçalo, of course, he is one of the Nintendo Live's critics and our friend. He's asking. He said he won't ask for a Switch version, but are you thinking about it?
Yeah, I thought a bit about this, but I'm not quite sure how it will handle on Nintendo, and I need to test it a bit more because of how Unity handles input. There, well, might be some additional coding involved. I've tried to port it on like mobile
Yeah.
platforms, but I didn't really liked the way it controlled. I thought I should improve on that, but instead I like abandoned this and started to work on more updates for the game itself.
Because I think Gonçalo is telling touch controls for the screen. Maybe I don't know. It might work. Remember how we played Final Fantasy Tactics on Game Boy Advance? We used the D-pad. Since this has squares, might be easy to navigate. I don't know. But it's a genre that is lacking. Gonçalo, you buy every single Switch game that exists. This is a genre that is missing on the console, isn't it? Oh, he's telling us it reminds him of Laser Squad from Spectrum.
Yeah, I've heard that, but actually I've like seen a bit of this game. I did not play it. I played like XCOM
Yeah.
original.
By the way, are you into board games too?
Well, I mostly play Magic the Gathering,
Okay.
but unfortunately in our small town we like rarely gather together.
Okay. Yeah, Gonzalo is agreeing. This is a genre that isn't. It's not something that you can find easily on Nintendo. So yeah, that might be buyers there. I don't know, but yeah, it's great, guys. We're almost running out of time. Mikhail, it was a pleasure to have you here. Mainframe Defenders is a great game, and it's amazing that this is your first game and a one-man show developing the entire game. I also have to congratulate you on the fact that you released the game on February and you're still adding new ideas, fine-tuning your own ideas, adding new concepts, and yeah, thank you for being with us and for submitting the game to IndieX 2020. And I would like to wish you the best of luck for your studio. And we're looking forward to see what are you going to develop afterwards, after this Mainframe Defenders. That was one of our favorite games from the indie games this year. So, oh, by the way, just one last message. Gonzalo is telling us that he is playing Military Madness Nectaries from WiiWare because he needed turn-based strategy in his life, and it's missing. It's missing from Nintendo. Yeah, it's true. João is calling you one-man mega show, and that could be a really great game. It's not. It's just the work of Mikhail, who did a great game. So, Mikhail, once again, thank you for being with us, and the best of luck.
Again, thank you for having me.
Okay. Everyone, we'll return in 1 hour for the second session of PlayStation Talents 2020. Stay tuned and have some rest meanwhile, okay? Mikhail, thank you, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.